smile. Be yourself no matter what they say. Be yourself no matter what they say. Be yourself no matter what they say.
All right, here we are. How are you doing out there? It's Brian Turner here in Humble, Texas. We're sitting here in the Humble Music Center downtown beautiful Humble. To my right, I've got Alexey Zilov.
Hey, how's it going?
All right.
From Russia with love.
There you go. Over here we've got Asher Raves. You all know Asher, little 13-year-old prodigy here. Well, today basically we're here. Asher and I wanted to invite Alexey down here and do a little interview. We're trying to find interesting characters in our neighborhood, and they don't get more interesting than Alexey. Alexey's a local musician. They plays gigs around town. Him and Davide, and they play. What they play in Kingwood? Tell us where you play in Kingwood.
So we play like in different places, like Green Oaks, one of the most famous, legendary blues bar of the North Houston. We play like in House of Blues. We play in different bars. Like we're just playing, having fun on the street, and bringing happiness to the people.
Yeah, you mean Green Oaks?
Like streaming sometimes, like Brian Turner and Asher doing. This is and just having fun to see how people coming and saying like, oh, this is really cool, and you kind of like getting motivate you.
It's cool. You mentioned Green Oaks, and of course, Green Oaks has become the leading venue in the North Houston area. They're bringing all the great blues acts in there, and they're having the Thursday night jam sessions, which you and Davide host. So, can you tell me something about the Thursday night jam sessions?
Yeah. So thank you, Debbie and Steve, actually, to bring these place to life, because I was playing there before. Actually, it's owned by Debbie and Steve. They did an incredible job, and they still do an incredible job because. Actually, I will tell you, I stopped going to any concert venues because there's no reason, because you can leave Friday, Saturday, and sometimes Sunday to see the people from like all United States bringing one of the best music. It's not only blues, it's jazz, it's country. And I'm really happy to be part of the society because we're hosting an open mic with our 30 minutes opening, and we can play our music and see all these different people who I would say like I'm really impressed. I cannot tell you. It was maybe before I left the country in Russia, we didn't have these society called like open mic back in the days. Yeah. It was like a little bit different. We called this kitchen society, where the people were gathering on the kitchen.
Society?
Yeah, kitchen. So I play on the guitar, for example, and I bring the guitar to the kitchen. There's a lot of people sitting, drinking liquors, and eating really delicious food. And it's like, oh, Alexey, where's your guitar? It's like, she's not living with me. It's right now, and she's here, but she's not living. It's like, oh, but we have a guitar, and can you play something? You take the guitar, start playing, and actually, Russian like singing song and karaoke, and not like in China karaoke, because karaoke in China this is kind of like art.
You have any questions, Asher?
How'd you come here from Russia?
Oh, on the plane. So I call these like musical bride. So I have a wife. So I met her back in the days in Russia.
Your wife is from Russia also?
She's from Russia too. She finished the medical university and said like, hey, I have some idea to go like in United States. How you think about that? And I love her, and I was like crazy loving her back in the days. I said like, yeah, sure. This is only two words that I actually knew in English. Back in the days.
Aside from your wife, was you nervous about it, or is that something that you wanted to do? Come to U.S. or
no? First time when I came in United States, I was so unbelievable nervous because I think that aliens living here and they not gonna treat me well, like. We're in Texas, like they're gonna kill me or something. So I lost literally 45 pounds of my weight. Come here, like I'm looking, because I'll tell you, like I'm not the. I was born in Soviet Union, but after 7 years from my birth, the Soviet Union was destroyed. But all these cold, scary, scariness. It's
Fear?
fear. So like fear about the because Soviet Union, United States tried to take over the Soviet. It's our power propaganda. All this propaganda still living in us. And my parents were telling me like, no, don't go in United States. There's a really bad people living. Blah 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 blah. And I was like really into these conversations. So when I came in United States. First person that I met, he was like, "Oh, welcome to United States." I have no idea what he was talking about because I didn't know that part-time English language. And they were so warm, they created so unbelievable, comfortable place here in United States. I tell you, I didn't meet I met like real cowboys. First, the people that I met, it was my uncle who was a real cowboy.
Oh, yeah,
I'm saying like. I mean, if I know something about the Cowboys, I got from my uncle, who was actually born here in Woodville.
Oh,
And when he was 35 years old, he was trailing. It's just, I was like, it was like one of the best months that I spent, first months in the United States.
So what would you say when you arrived? You kind of talked how you were surprised that some people were friendly and you were a little bit afraid that there might be some antagonism there.
Yeah.
So. Would you say that was your biggest surprise? What was your most, what surprised you, or what was the biggest difference whenever you got here from the USSR?
I mean, how people actually react that you're from another country. Because I met a lot of people who are actually really exciting that you came from different country that they heard of. They were thinking that we were really rude and wild, and we're like, oh, this scary faces looking. Yeah, actually, like Russians, this is one of the most like people who have a really, really heavy look. So if the Russian person look at you like this by smiling, it doesn't mean that he wants to kill you or something. We just were born with this look.
Over here, I see that you play jazz. You've got kind of this Brazilian thing going on. You play some blues, you play some swing. So, was that music popular there? Tell me about the difference between the music, the culture, the music in Russia, and the music here. Is there a big difference, or?
So there's no. Every country, I think they have their own music called folk, but most of the time, the music that you are able to hear were converted from any popular music of different countries. So, for example, we had a Queen really popular. This is British, but Queen.
Queen, yes.
Yeah, Queen. Yeah. We had ABBA back in the days, really popular. This is Sweden. Yeah. We had Beatles, really popular. So we have like a lot of jazz music came from United States, and we have old Soviet Union days. Today you're playing jazz, tomorrow you will sell your motherland. So, and this is why I'm here. I would say like this is why I'm here, because I really love jazz music, and I don't know like if I was born with this music, but I really love.
I'm a little more serious. You were telling before we did this video, you were really talking about some very serious stuff. You explained to me that your grandfather was actually in a concentration camp. Can you speak just a little bit about that?
So my grandfather was born in China. So we had a quiz recently, like at my work, and I put like the stuff that you never find out about the other people. I put like my granddad was born in China, and people tried to guess, and I said, yeah, my granddad was born in China. There's back in the days when the communists, red guys were fighting for the power. They defeated. They were fighting against the white officer who were with the Tsar.
The Tsar.
The Tsar army settled down in China, and it was like huge Russian society. It was a really hard time. When my granddad it was his childhood. He was born there. He was living till I think 21 years old, till the Stalin brought all his army to the China when they became actually communist country. So at that point in time, and all people who were living there, all these Russian repatriants were they put them in a prison in concentration camp. Two free
So
course.
they were poets,
So
basically.
this is, I will show you what is the difference between Russian music and American music. Russian music in 3 chords. And come back. American music. All difference.
That's the difference.
Difference. Minor, total minor, everything minor.
Everything's a minor in your Russian.
We're gonna struggle here forever. I'm gonna live all here my life. Da 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 da. It's Russian music. So and like, I'm traveling right now. I have a far house to live. My beautiful wife bring me food and I'm happy to live. That's like country song. So there.
So that would be more American then.
Yeah, American in the end. Yeah.
It's
So it's like
happening.
how thing like country song actually.
So that pretty much sums up the difference between Russian music and American music, I guess.
Yeah, so it's my grandma said about the American country music because I was really impressed after like when I came back from Texas. So like, listen, this is cool music, and I was listening to George Strait and Willie Nelson and old school like country, and I just showed her, and she said like, oh, this is like music of the happy and not hungry people.
The not hungry people.
Not hungry people.
But thanks, Alexey, for
Oh, you're welcome.
joining us.